Morning. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Yeah. Yeah. So, very good morning to all of you who have made it a point to come here and join this wonderful virtual meeting, of our unstoppable passionpreneur. This shows your commitment towards, listening to this kind of a meeting. So today we have a very exciting topic. Again, our friend runner, Mr. Acharya is going to really deliver a great deal. Amitabh has been a founder member with our group, and he's been delivering a lot of this kind of sessions, especially with finance and insurance. So we have heard him earlier before. I think last fortnight we heard him, and it was a very special occasion on finance. We learned a lot of things, but today it's going to be a little different. He's going to talk about leadership. Leadership. That's very important topic. So, and he's really prepared well for this topic. I hope you will able to take a lot of takeaways from his I think with wholehearted and a very warm welcome, I would hand over to Amitabh. Amitabh, it's your turn to just take it over, and all the best for you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It's a very warm Sunday morning for everybody, and thanks a lot to join my session. I'm very much privileged that a lot of people have joined in my session and I will like to avail the opportunity to lead you all people to new word finance for leadership role in film. So please help me with the slides, please. You can go to the next slide. We are now starting with career opportunity presentation. The idea of career in finance was already discussed with me in the last topic, and I had a lot of detailed discussion with all of you. Today, I just thought, let us continue the series into leadership role, and what is happening across the industry is that there are a lot of things which is changing because the dynamics of working, dynamics of home, dynamics of professional life is changing suddenly in the COVID time. So right now, I'm coming up with a platform which is on totally on a work-based home model kind of model, which is coming up in the finance industry, and I will discuss detail on this topic. Next slide, please. See, we have a kind of profile which is called business manager because in a finance industry we have a lot of roles, and one key role to development of leadership profile is business manager. We need somebody who's accountable, who's on the feet, who can think, who can handle crisis, and who can have expectation which is managed by the surrounding of himself. And has immense growth and earning potential because as the person who's business manager, he is the person who's bringing the revenue to the company. So his role is the biggest cog in the wheel to deliver success for the organization. So अगर वो successful होता है, तो organization की जो चाहिए आगे जाती है. इसलिए it's very important that we will divulge on what is the expectation, what is the role, what is the clarity of business manager in the finance industry. Next slide, please. Who we are. Leaders are two types. One is inborn leaders, other is who are made by the circumstances. Generally, you speak about our political scenario. You can see Indira Gandhi is one of the leaders who is having a lot of innate quality of leadership from the family traits. Again, you can see Mr. Narendra Damodar Modi is a leader which is built by system. So there are two traits of leadership which is very common in India and across the world. So I will be divulging that traits into the financial ecosystem today. Next slide, please. See, why we need business managers? Because business manager drives the total ecosystem of a finance organization because he is the person who's recruiting the personal financial advisors, the consultants, who's going in the market, who's bringing people, who's bringing a lot of people in the system, training them, coaching them, mentoring them, and making them they perform to the most. Because if they are successful to make these people ready for market, for the industry, and to bring business, his role is going to be exponentially bigger in due course of time because not only his role is important to business context, his role is very important to human resource management also because he is actually taking care of 30 to 40 people in a nutshell. So his role is very important to grow as for the organization, for the people he's bringing in the system, and also for himself also. Next slide, please. Appointing personal financial advisors is a job which is we have no rule book because to find a person who's interested in finance, who have a lot of certification programs to be done from the IRDA, and also to involve him into doing business in a entrepreneurial model is not easy. So we have to find the right kind of mix of people, what kind of people are coming for program, what kind of training they are getting imparted, and how they're approached. Like normally in COVID times, we are already into many platforms like Zoom, like Ziomeet is coming up, WebEx. So what we can do, we can not move from our own home. We can search into our digital media profiles. We can bring people to the common platform to a balance of presentation seminar, where we can invite people to our webinars and ask them to deliver things and ask them certain expectation levels they have, and deliver our point of view. This is the safest and the most convenient way to approach people in COVID time, because we are sitting at home. I cannot always move out and fetch people. So anybody like a business manager who's actually is looking for people, he has a lot of social contacts, a lot of contacts in the phone, in media network. So he can invite everybody nowadays through the platform into a seminar, and from the seminar he can divulge his kind of thought process, his company thought process, and recruit a lot of good people. That is the safest, most economical way of doing business in this time in financial industry, and which is successfully done by the most of the companies with the mutual fund, insurance, or the banking sectors. Next slide, please. See, you see the chart. There is a person who is at top, suppose chief business officer or manager. He has a lot of reporting to him who are like business manager or senior business manager, and under them they can be personal financial advisors. So that hierarchy of chain of command is established. His team is doing work in multiple ways. He is overlooking the entire scenario, और वो देख रहा है कि कहाँ से क्या लोग जुड़ रहे हैं, कैसे काम कर रहे हैं, कैसे आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, उनकी क्या दिक्कतें आ रही है, उनको ट्रेनिंग नीड्स क्या है, उनकी फाइनेंशियल नीड्स क्या है, उसको सब देखते हुए वो आगे बढ़ रहा है. तो इट इज अ चेन ऑफ कमांड, और वी कैन से हायरार्किकल टेबल व्हिच इज बीन शोन इन द ग्राफिक्स. So that is the way a company or a organization feels that a business manager can emerge as a key point in the business and deliver success through his own people of team of set of people. And everybody who's in the bottom level also can become chief business manager with his efficiency, with delivery, with business, and with profits. Next slide, please. Business manager role I already discussed. Basically, it has to handle lot many people in a format where he is having a uniform delivery system, uniform product knowledge, uniform coaching system, uniform way of recruiting people in a systematic format. All the education qualification, all the KYC documents, all the past experience documentation has to be collected and then given to the organization. They can process it, and then the person can join as a training onboarding system. Their role of business manager is to invite people or faculties to train and teach the people for financial industry or maybe insurance or mutual funds and grow like this, and so that he can become a business manager in due course of time. So his role is very important because he's managing the conflict, managing the time, managing the issues, interpersonal issues of the group of people or the financial advisors, their career path, their growth chart, and everything is centered to him because he is the person who's actually bringing these people to the system. So he is the person who's responsible for development and growth of these people. तो वो एक ऐसा वाहिद व्यक्ति है जिसके द्वारा ही पूरा सिस्टम चलेगा. और हमारे जो सिस्टम में इंडस्ट्री है उसमें क्या हो रहा है कि फाइनेंस और इंडस्ट्री काफी बड़ा हो रहा है, तो सेगमेंट बड़ा हो रहा है, उसके रूल्स बड़े हो रहे हैं. तो वो ऐसा बंदा है जो हमारे सिस्टम में सबसे की रोल प्ले कर रहा है, बिकॉज वो बंदों को ला रहा है, सिखा रहा है, मेंटर कर रहा है, ग्रो करवा रहा है. तो उसके द्वारा ही आगे जाके कंपनी को अच्छे लोग मिलेंगे. दैट इज वेरी क्लियर फ्रॉम हिज रोल. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. Now we are coming to the Rokda part. Anand ji always says Rokda. That is a very buzzword for me now. बिना पैसे या विटामिन ए मैं बोलता हूँ कि आदमी चल नहीं सकता है, चाहे वो हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो, किसी की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो. तो वो क्या अर्न कर सकता है, क्या उसका प्रोफाइल है, कितना लेवल तक वो अर्निंग कर सकता है, उस पर हम डिस्कस करेंगे. बिकॉज वो एक वैसा व्यक्ति है जो काफी ज्यादा अर्निंग कर रहा है अगर वो सक्सेसफुल है, और अगर नहीं है तो क्यों नहीं है, उसको हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. देखिए, दो कंपोनेंट है. एक मंथली इनकम कंपोनेंट है जो कंपनी देती है. एवरी कंपनी हैविंग दिस मॉडल, लीडरशिप मॉडल में क्या करते हैं कि कंपनी अपने पेरोल पे रखती है पार्ट टाइम मॉडल पे, या उनको एक स्टाइपेंड देती है ताकि उनका जो डेली का खर्चा है वो लीडर लेवल का उनका मीटअप हो जाए, और उनको एक वेरिएबल कंपोनेंट का हिसाब का अमाउंट का अर्निंग का स्कोप देती है जहाँ पे वो मल्टीपल अर्निंग कर सकते हैं. आई हैव सीन पीपल हु आर अर्निंग लैक्स एंड लैक्स रुपीज ऑफ दिस मॉडल. इस मॉडल में कि आप सक्सेसफुल तभी हो सकते हो आपका अच्छे लोग हो, अच्छे लोगों को लाने लिए आपको एफर्ट देना पड़ेगा, आपको time देना पड़ेगा, आपको काम करना पड़ेगा, and when they're productive you have lot of many rewards, recognition, earning potential for a leader, and that's why the earning structure is partly fixed and partly variable, and it has a lot of slides. In this slide I will explain to you that how does the level of earning can grow exponentially due course of time, because we have a little technical discussion on the leadership earning profile, but that's how the thing has been built, because I want to show everybody that this is the earning potential of the person who joined the financial industry, and we are asking people to just follow the norms, because if the norms are properly followed in 3 years, the earning can be level going to the sky limit. So we can go for the next slide, please. You see, there are 6-7 points. One is like earning based incentive. Suppose somebody is giving a business of 1 lakh rupees. So there is a fixed commission, 30 to 40% variable, which is coming to leader. That is called earning based incentive. He can earn 30,000 to 40,000 a month from the business procurement. Then we have a criteria called EBI extra credit. अगर कोई अपने लिमिट से ज्यादा अर्न कर रहा है, suppose he is bringing lot of business from the monthly target assigned to him, he can earn extra money, maybe 10 to 20% of the extra earning. So one person can immediately jump up and earn a lakh of rupees a month from a fixed earning incentive based platform. Then we have called BM launch incentive. Suppose somebody is launching a similar kind of profile in his team. Suppose the chief business manager is bringing a lot of BM in his team or promoting the PFA to BM. For that also one-time stipend is given by the company. So that is a good amount. 25,000 to 35,000 is the amount which has been given to the people. So earning can be one-shot boost for a person who actually you can say earning booster for the person. Then we have activation incentive. People who are coming in the industry, who are a PFA, if they're active on month-to-month basis, then also there is a earning for the leader. Or the person who is earning more can also activate people more, because the money will flow to the downline level. If the person who's actually in commission basis, the PFA, if is being productive every month on month basis, the reward is also coming to the leader level also. And also how to have hurdle bonus. Hurdle bonus is a concept that suppose I'm joining an organization where I have a target of 10 lakh rupees of business in a year, and I'm delivering 15 lakhs of business a year for my stretch targets. So I'll be getting a hurdle bonus for over delivery of my target. So that is the extra earning at the annual level for the leader. Next slide, please. This is a graph which is showing that what is the business earning for the person leadership level at the basic level, monthly level, quarterly level, half yearly level, and yearly level. Because every month we have contests coming up with the leaders, we have slabs coming up with the leaders, we have annual, quarterly, and half yearly goal sheet for the leaders. So every month, if he's earning and sequentially is earning his capacity, he can do wonders for himself. For a small example, there is slab of 15%. 25%, 40%, 60%, 80%. If you see the graph in a yearly chart, the more he is bringing business to the company, the percentage also is increasing. Suppose I am doing business of 3 lakhs, so my percentage is 15%. Suppose I do business of 20 lakhs, my percentage is 80%. So I am actually rewarding the person who is doing well. We are obviously having a parameter of judgment. We are having a parameter where we are actually giving right amount of stipend and the money to the person. But if he's delivering beyond the expectation levels or beyond the delivery of the his own potential, then he's also been rewarded handsomely. So the percentage can go up to 80% of the business. So margin can be so high. Most of the industries ROI, return of investment, is 12 to 18% in our traditional sectors. Here, a person without any investment, without any capital investment, he will start building right kind of people in his team, which is the only aspect which he has to develop. He can earn up to 80% of the revenue the company is getting in the first year. So it's a huge amount of ROI for a person who's coming to the finance industry or industry or mutual industry. The industry is growing in leaps and bounds because we are actually rewarding people handsomely when they do a lot of business for the company at highest level. So 80% is a margin which person can earn, and think of earning it from revenue when he's doing the business in a systematic manner. For that, there are a lot of process, a lot of training schedules, a lot of commitment has to be done. But yes, one can do it easily if he's following the basic principle of norms. Can I have a next slide, please? Now, one more important aspect is how to recruit same kind of people, the skill you have. A leader will become a super leader when he is bringing people with better skin in his team. Suppose in our community, we are bringing a lot of good people for webinars. They are coming up with presentations, so we are adding value to them, and they are also adding value to us. Similarly, if you are replacing good people in the finance system by people who are better than us, then our earning will go up because we reach hierarchical chain of command. If I'm bringing 10 to 15 good quality BM or leaders in the system, each BM when it is launched by the company, our earning also gets manifold increase, because suppose one BM is coming in the system with the business of 1.50 thousand rupees, 10% or 15% additional income will come to the super leader. So every leader which is coming into system by PFA model or direct recruitment model is bringing money to the leader and also stabilizing the business, because we are not depending on one leader to succeed. We have multiple leaders who can grow the platform and do business for us. So that is the structure which is explained in the BM launch model. Next slide, please. Every BM we are actually activating month-on-month basis. So whenever we are activating at any BM, maybe 6, 9, or 12, we are getting a certain percentage of earning booster also. It's called earning booster. For every month, the business manager is getting productivity done from his team. The super leader is getting a lot of benefit in cash, because his BM is being positive for every month business acquisition. Every month the BM is doing business, the super leader is getting acquisition fees also. Yes, there is a benchmark. We have 6 to start with, then 9 slab, then 12 slab. So this slab actually help the people to earn more better, and also planning things that every month his cash flow is going up. So now we are coming to the level 1 area structure. RNR means rewards and recognition structure. We have something called MDRT club in our industry and insurance. $1 million round table club, which is like an exclusive club of insurance people who have an annual conference at exotic destinations across the world, and that is done by MDRT club itself. So there is a criteria for that. I will come to the next topic of discussion. MDRT production in every organization is very vital. Once you become a MDRT people, we can have a lot of earning coming from making an MDRT in the system. Same facility is given to BM club members also, because BM club is the exclusive club which is being formed for high reward earners in the system. And we have a lot of good contests coming up, because every company when we're doing business has to motivate a leader for doing extra work. For that, there is a foreign trip, domestic trip, maybe some goodies or maybe some item which is like kind we can give it to the achievers, and that has been celebrated across the industry, across the companies. So that is the extra earning which is coming to the person apart from cash earning. And also one person can obviously, suppose he's not able to attend any webinar, whatever reasons, can convert the money into kind also to cash also. So that is the advantage of contest of foreign trip, domestic trip coming up. BM club is an exclusive club. A lot of perks are there, like extra pamphlets, diaries, maybe digital promotion media may help, maybe exclusive item, gift map, something like that to the BM club members. And MDRT is a royal club, which is like everywhere in the world. You see every year the BM club is doing very much business in big forum. So MDRT actually gives you a lot of idea how to develop talent and harness the talent in a right forum and getting the business done in a right forum. So that is the biggest idea of MDRT club. I will have a separate session on MDRT club when we go into deep in the insurance series. Right now, I will tell you it's an exclusive club across India, across the world, so that we can develop a lot of good things, good people in the system. एंड एमडीआरटी क्लब में सबसे बड़ा फायदा ये है कि वो ऐसे एक्सक्लूसिव जोन है, तो वो हर साल वो आदमी को अचीव करने का वो इंप्रूवमेंट होता है. एक बार तो फॉरेन ट्रिप कर लेता है या कॉन्फ्रेंस कर लेता है, उसको हर साल जाने का मोटिवेशन खुद ही आता है, तो वो सेल्फ ड्रिवन पर्सन है. So once we make a MDRT or TOT or COT, which is an extra series of MDRT club, we can have a lot of good things coming for the people. And that club makes you special, and you can also think that, yes, this club is going to reward you as a good leader. And also when you have MDRT in your team, your profile, your name, your fame also increases. People like to join you because you are successful to make people MDRTs. That is the biggest motivation for the leaders in the industry. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. See, career opportunities can be immense. One can be personal finance advisor in a system to start with, do well, become MDRT, become BM club member. Then suppose you want to do a team leading role, then opt for a code of BM. And when you are doing well with BM and in your team, opt for a senior business manager role, which is like handling BMs and PFAs. And after the pinnacle of success of SBM, you can be a chief business manager. So please note that is TBM and BM and the PFAs are the series of people who are going to elevate themselves for leadership role in due course of time, and the career path is well defined. Believe me, entire model runs on entrepreneurial model. Entire industry is actually promoting this entrepreneurial model, work from home model, and do your own business and earn a lot of good money with decent kind of exposure to financial instruments and grow in life. So that is the biggest advantage of this career progression program. Next slide, please. You can see the slide. There is a BM to senior BM. What is the criteria? It is mentioned. Suppose somebody who's a senior BM, he will have a criteria of 20 lakhs of business in a year with his team of 2 senior BMs and at least 5 BMs, and they have at least 3 PFA teams, because that is the biggest team criteria which has been defined. Below criteria will be a little simpler, because one person who's joining as a CBM, he is expected to bring a lot of quality people, a lot of quality BMs and the CFAs in the system. So this is the way the model is being followed. And there are eligibility criteria which can be discussed later. I would like not to harp more on that. There is a personal crisis. All this can be discussed later on next series of webinar. And obviously, every promotion which is happening, one-time amount of 10,000 is given. From PFA to BM, BM to SBM, SBM to CBM, the amount varies. Suppose somebody becomes CBM from the system, then 25,000 rupees of money is one time given to the ad hoc bonus to the person who's bringing the person in the system. So this is the reward and recognition program which is going on everyone. One can have passive income, royalty income. Suppose a senior BM is there, so he has a team of BM. So their business count also is coming to him, overriding commission. So he's having a passive income. Then there is a royalty income. He's making MDRTs, BM club members. Every year there is a one-time bonus coming to him. So he's like a person who's actually bringing a lot of good talent to the company. So company is rewarding them by one-time amount, one-time bonus, one-time foreign trip. So every time royalty income is triggered when the person have a team which is achieving something. And let me go to the last slide. Next slide, please. See, profile is very important. Like I suppose somebody is coming as a senior chief business manager profile. I would like to have a person who's having industry exposure, who have a lot of time spent in finance industry or non-life industry or life industry or mutual fund industry. He can have a team leading experience. That is the person we are looking for in a chief business manager profile or senior business manager profile, because he can manage team and manage expectation levels and also have a domain knowledge. But maybe for a BM or for a PFA, we are not expecting this kind of knowledge. It can be other industry also. It can be any service sector industry, hotel industry, travel industry. They can come and join and do well for themselves. They can learn the model by training and motivation seminars, a lot of peer-to-peer learning, and they go in system gradually. So they become senior business manager or chief business manager, and that's the way they will grow in the system. So ideally, there are two set of people we are bringing in system. One is who's novice, who's going to be trained, who's teachable, and he's been groomed for the future role. Other is from the industry or from domain people who are bringing in the system for an ad hoc basis, and they are bringing a lot of good people in the industry, and they are also growing in the industry. That is the way we want to do things. Hello. Next slide, please. Earning opportunity is like a cycle, sir. Whenever you join an organization, there are two things which is motivating everyone. Maybe me or anybody is earning. One is what is the career progression? Every step, which is like for direct team and indirect team, I'm actually having a lot of earning scope. One is passive income, active income, or royalty income. Let me go in deep. Passive income is what, like I have a team which has been doing fantastically well, and from there I'm getting overhead income. My team is doing business for me. I'm having the one-to-one operations, and I'm actually guiding them, mentoring them, and they are doing fantastically well. So certain kind of overriding is coming to me. That is a passive income. Active is you're bringing PF in the system. You're having advisors. They are doing business. They are month-to-month productive. You're earning directly from them. Percentage of commission from them and percentage of earning from them. And also the stipend amount of leadership role is also given to you. That is the active income. Royalty is what we are producing MDRT, BM club members, bronze club members, silver club members. So that is our one-time royalty income. So there are three levels of earning income in this model one person can have. Normally in a sales job, maybe in a business job, only one earning is defined. When we are producing revenue, we are getting earning from that. But here we are defining the earning by three segments. What is passive? One is royalty, one is active. And every defined parameter has been followed. One can have a huge earning potential. It's like a pension income. Once you build a team, they're doing well. You just have to mentor and handhold them, but you will be earning immensely from the system. So direct earning and indirect earning is defined this way. And next slide, please. Ravi, next slide, please. Anniversary bonus. Every year, company is doing business, they're making profits. So entire team, suppose somebody is doing some business which has been defined by the company is going to give anniversary bonus, which is separate. Is a one-time bonus benefit to the people or the team which is doing fantastically well for the company. So out of the profit of the company, they are distributing this bonus, which can be huge. It can be in lakhs, it can be in huge amount of money, which can be coming to the team which is doing well, and it is a part of the company profit. So if this is the organization or this is the industry where company also thinks that yes, we are earning well for the team, so we'll distribute the money also in the team. So that is the kind which is been happening in the industry, which is called anniversary bonus. And last slide I'm going to come, which is like documentation requirement. Every person who's joining this finance industry has to have education credentials like graduation, KYC documentation, PAN card, Aadhaar card, and photos and all the past experience certificate, which has to be given to the organization and joining. They have a round of interview online. Nowadays, everything is online, and credentials has been checked. The past experience has been verified. Education credential has been checked, and that's how the process has been done. So this is a systematic manner. The person is innet in the system. He has to go through IRDA training or AMFI training for mutual fund and clarify that person. And yes, this is the thing which is to be done if you want to be in the finance industry. You have to have some courses to be done. You get the certification done, then you can move forward in a ladder. Any person who's coming from the domain also has to have same kind of academic credentials, and past experience certificates has to be shown to the organization. Then only the company is taking in the board, and this is the process of joining people. This is the way the industry has been evolving in the post-COVID era, and they are also expecting that the right amount of approach will be required because people will be not moving out so fast. So, what is the best way around? Training has to be on online platform. The exam has to be online platform. The business procurement has to be through social media platform. The rewards and acquisition has to be given online. Sessions has to be there. So entire thing can be done electronically from the home and also from once a short visit to offices, because nowadays industry is opening up, so people are welcome to office also. But normally 92 to 95% people are staying in home and doing business like that. This is a brief nutshell of the industry workflow process for leadership role. And I will like to go for more winners when we have a lot of options coming up, a lot of interest coming up, because right now we are in evolving process. We are actually finding out what is the interest level of people audience. So thanks a lot. I have almost done the session. That this is the second series which I have done in financial market. Earlier was opportunity in financial sector. What kind of things are coming up in the financial sector? Now we are domain specific. Now we're going to have mutual fund and insurance, or maybe the finance non-banking company. What is the model of recruitment? What is the way out? What is the work from home model? We are dwelled on that, and now we're going to do next series of webinars as per the demand of the people and audience. I will like to do, and I will like to have feedback from everybody. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the session today. Hello. Any kind of questions anybody have, they can raise. Anybody has any questions or specific demands or specific kind of suggestion to me or to the group, we can obviously have a panel discussion right now. I expect that Anandji or Hitesh or Deepakji to handle the questions, and you can, one-to-one chat, we can do it. Hello.
Yeah, thanks, Amitabh. So if anyone have, please